How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. We are reacting to episode 13 of season 5 of The Walking Dead. I don't know why I always say the episode and then the season. Make much more sense the other way around, but I always end up doing that. Anyway, this episode is Forget. Last episode we had Remember. This episode we have Forget. So, last episode we were remembering the times of the days gone by. We were... Is that it, right? Remembering the past? Or is it remembering the past groups, the past, Terminus, Woodbury, and not letting that happen again with the statement at the end of the episode? And then this episode is Forget. Don't forget what it's like out there. If we're going with the remember the days gone by, and don't forget the, but see, it's weird if it's like remember, but then forget. It would be weird if it's don't forget, right? Is there something that they should be forgetting? I don't know. I don't like the idea that there's anything that you should be forgetting, right? I think everything is precious in your memory. I don't know. So I think it would have to be don't forget, Don't forget what it's like out there. Don't get weak. Otherwise, I'm not sure what it could mean. So let's get into it and find out. How's it going, everybody? Wait, no, I'm not sure why I'm doing an intro to this. We're discussing episode 13. I don't have much on this episode, actually. Not because there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I feel like I was pretty thorough in the reaction itself. And I don't want to just repeat myself. There's not a whole lot I have to add. A lot of times after my reaction, even if I've said a lot about it in the reaction, I have more thoughts afterwards to expand upon, but not this time, really. So the main thing is like Sasha being upset at all the normalcy going on. I feel like that's sort of the I'm not sure if that's the A plot or the B plot of this episode. I'm not sure if the Rick group stuff is the A plot. I mean, I guess that's how we start and well, no, we do start with Sasha. I don't know, but either way, the focus of this episode is on Rick, Carol, and Daryl doing their whole thing, and then Sasha being really uncomfortable by the normalcy of everything. And I completely get why she freaked out like that. Like, I probably would in the same way. Like, it is... The fact that it's all... Not that it's normal, not that people are trying to live their lives, but the fact that these people are talking as if the world isn't in shambles, and as if, like they're just talking like the world is normal. Like, they're not accepting the fact that things are crazy and terrible. Like, it's weird how much this group talks versus how much our group talks. Our group really does not talk to each other that much. Pretty silent a lot of times. So being in a party where everybody's talking about book clubs and dentists and shit like that, and you're like the fact oh, I hope a dentist comes soon, instead of like, I hope we don't fucking all die today, And like, I get, later on, I think it's fine to be like, oh, I hope we get a dentist, talking about all this casual stuff. But for now, as we saw this episode, they are so greatly unprepared for everything that why the fuck are you talking about a dentist? You're talking about a dentist, you don't have anybody up in your fucking watchtower, you don't have anybody walking around the goddamn walls. That's why I was saying, like, I'm not sure if they would even put them on defense, because I'm not even sure if they have any. I said that when I was coming with the ideas of what they were going to do, like the training and all that stuff, where I thought about defense and preparation. It was like, nope, none of those jobs were assigned. We also didn't get the jobs for, many of the people that were named. Hold on. We still didn't get Abraham. We still didn't get Rosita. We still haven't got Abraham. We still haven't got Gabriel, although I think it's pretty obvious. Sasha obviously is a good reason why. She's down with the guard, I guess. But yeah, there's just many people who haven't been answered yet. So still got some time there. Either way, I'm not sure I was about to put this down. What else do I have? The W on the Walker's head. Obviously, it's the same group that attacked Noah's neighborhood and everything. But what does the W mean? Is it a calling card for the person? Does their name start with W? Does the group start with W? Because if it's something else, I can't imagine what it'd be. Like, if there's like an L, you would think maybe liar or something, or like a C for criminal or something. Maybe it can't be a W for wanted, right? It can't be that. And like, why? How would that even be the case? You know, you carve a W for wanted into them, and then they go free, and you're now they're wanted. Like, how would they even work? So, what would W mean? I don't know. Like whisper, right? There was the whispers, but I'm trying to have more. Have we heard the whispers before? I don't know when that would have, or when we would have heard that. I'm in my mind. I'm thinking Bob and Sasha at one point heard that, but I don't know if I'm misremembering that or something, or if I'm just I've been rewatching Lost. Maybe I'm just like confusing the two. Who knows? Anyway, so we'll probably get more on that. This is probably gonna be our villains of this this arc. But they seem to use zombies instead of people as their means of attack. Deanna is starting to feel really undermined, it feels like, by Rick and his group and stuff. Like, she's like, I brought you in for a reason to help protect us, but you're taking it way too far, when really, we're not taking it far enough. Like, shit needs to change fast, especially with that walker with the W on its head. Like, shit is going down soon, guys. Daryl being the recruiter makes sense. You know, he can hold him, like, he can handle himself out there, and he's a person who can tell between a good and a bad guy. He has a really good heart. And I'm glad that, that's what Deanna was noticing in his interview. He was talking about Judith and Carl and stuff. He was not talking to anybody else in the group or himself. He was talking about they need this place. And so out in the world, if he was the recruiter, he would be like, they need this place. They don't need this place. They need this place. You know, he's a good judge of character. Carol is a straight up fucking monster. She's getting real, like, I mean, ever since the burning of the bodies, it's been hard to trust her. And now the burning the bodies thing, I think overall it's she always does the thing that is the most logical. Never the most moral, but always the most logical. But I'm worried that she is going to get to she's already getting to a point of potentially killing children if they find out about what's going, if they told what was going on. That's not even a survival thing. That's just we don't want the group to find out we have guns, which, I mean, ultimately could lead to many different, cascading events and everything, but it's not a direct, she's doing this to save the group sort of thing. It's just a straight up terrible thing to do. And again, it is the most logical. I get why she does it. It is the most logical. Yes. But we can't let our morals go completely in this world. And Carol has. She ain't giving a fuck about anything. The fucking kiss. And then the ending with Rick and his gun. What is... I mean, all I have written down is just, what the fuck, Rick? Not with the kiss, but just the gun thing. Even on a rewatch, I don't fucking know, man. And that whole ending, what is that? Okay, just that Rick can't enjoy this at all. The fact that, with the lyrics of the song and everything makes me think that's what we're going into it. He is also now addicted to the adrenaline and stuff of being out there and everything. I don't know if that's it, though. It could also be the fact that he's looking at his hands as the music is sort of, tunneling. I don't know a better way to call it. The music is tunneling. It's it's not getting quieter, but it's just, getting muffled, I guess. But I wouldn't say it's getting I don't know. It's like he's losing focus from it. Anyway. I guess it is a little bit of getting quieter and getting muffled at the same time and stuff. But anyway, is it also you're either the cattle or the butcher? Is it that? Looking at the A on his hand, that A is so fucking. This episode feels like a next episode. I'm gonna have to rewatch this again and understand everything more of where he's coming from and stuff. I love when The Walking Dead does do this plenty of times, though, where, I have zero idea what is going through their head. I have no clue. No idea at all. Absolutely none. a little bit of a short discussion this week. But let's get into the reaction. As always, I've been having to put the actual reaction in the description below, so go check that out if you want to see it. Otherwise, let's just jump into the reaction. And of course, if you want to get the full-length reaction, you can get that on Patreon, $8 a month. Again, there's so much I can't even fit into my reaction, so, like, a lot of the stuff I bring up, I do kind of repeat a bit, because I'm not sure what the fuck I'm going to be able to even leave in. So I have to be like, well, if they're not going to be able to see it in the reaction, I'll at least be able to say it, in my discussion. But yeah, so please check out the full length. Again, I'm doing this as my full-time job. I have no fucking job, and I am making so little money off of this. I am really throwing myself into the fucking water and gonna drown if I don't swim. So, full length, please. Till then, I'm about to sign off for into the fucking reaction. Into the reaction, boys.